Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Robertson Center, Game 2 in our SAA Conference doubleheader between the visiting Millsaps College Majors and your Southwestern University Pirates. Major women victorious 75-68 earlier, and now we turn our sights toward the men. And a very, very special treat for you indeed. Southwestern University's Associate Director of Athletic Marketing Communications, Jordan McClure-Williams, joining me on the call tonight.
Hey, Kit. Yeah, it's going to be a fun one for sure. You know, I'm really looking forward to another matchup between the Majors and the Pirates. This time we got a home crowd, so let's see if we can get this going.
Let's do it. Visitors out of Jackson, Mississippi in the purple, Pirates in the home silver. Mills will take the opening tip for Southwestern. Aiden Lewis, Zach Gomez, Shobi Anokpane out there along with Luke Hatcher and Mills, the starting five for first-year head coach Max Strike, as Anokpane has the Pirates on the board. Southwestern 10-10 overall, 4-5 in conference. Winners of their last game split last weekend on the road. A loss at center, a victory over Sewanee. Southwestern currently fourth in the SA men's basketball standings. Millsaps Majors, led by first-year head coach Connor Kirkendall. Well, he spent the previous 5 years right here, the head coach of the Pirates. So a bit of a homecoming, if you will, for Coach. His team has lost the last four, looking to get back in the win column tonight. And on the board, Colt Donnelly, the junior, out of Newman, Georgia, with the opener for the visitors. Millsaps, 11-8 overall, 2-6 in conference. 4-6 on the road. Lewis unable to finish, but the putback from Mills. Junior out of San Antonio getting it done in the paint. Millsaps currently 7th in the conference standings. Both teams looking for a big victory here tonight. Southwestern lost in Jackson, 83-73 at Millsaps, back on the 16th of January, looking to return the favor here in the Lone Star State. James kicks out from the side. Donnelly for three. Bodies on the floor, and Lewis with the rebound. Out of bounds, off of Gomez. It'll be Majors ball. 90 seconds in, Pirates on top 4-2 early here at the Robertson Center. Southwestern, that loss at Millsaps, they got down early, a 27-point hole they could not get themselves out of. Not the case here tonight. Off to a good start. Gomez into the front court. Back from Anokpane. Gomez for three. Rodney Phillips, the big 6'4", 245-pound junior out of Marrero, Louisiana, with the rebound. From the side, knocked down, James with his first field goal, the junior from Brandon, Mississippi. Pirates good in close games this year, 6-2 in games decided by 5 points or fewer. The show from the elbow. Shobi unable to knock it down. Put back from Mills.
Luke Mills was just in the right spot at the right time for that rebound.
Mills, very impressive, the junior out of San Antonio, Reagan, always contributing. Off the mark, couldn't knock it down was James. Pirates quickly up the floor. Anokpane. Gomez looking for Mills, the former Reagan Rattler. Lewis with the rebound. And one.
Wow. And one for Aiden Lewis. If there's anyone that's going to get it, that might be the guy right there, Aiden Lewis.
Aiden Lewis, the super soft out of Lake Creek High School in Pensacola, Florida. Averaging over 10 points a game is Lewis. Lewis, a very talented player. The one Achilles heel to his game is at the line, though. Just a 39% free throw shooter. Lewis unable to complete the three-point play. Majors, Donley in the corner, now driving in, Tony. Donley fires from three. Underneath, big rebound, trying to put it back up. Combest there, David Combest, the Hattiesburg native, with his first field goal. Three and a half minutes in, tight early on. Pirates a 2-point lead. Benakpene looking for Hatcher, stolen away by Donley. In transition. Out of bounds. It'll be Pirates ball. And Millsaps making a few changes. Dakota Gasca comes on, the senior from West Monroe, Louisiana, one of the new additions. Hatcher quickly up the floor. Gomez now. Benakpene trying to find a bit of space. Little box at one, knocked away right into the hands that time of James. And the three ball, courtesy of number 3, Cameron Lamar, with his first field goal. Lewis. Good ball movement here. One further. Hatcher, the extra pass, and he's got it for 3. Gasca draws the foul on the other end. And we'll take a timeout. 15-18 remaining in the first half. 11-9, Pirates on top here at home. Jordan, initial thoughts?
It's been a pretty good game so far. I mean, it's been kind of clean. One foul called on each side. I mean, we are in a home crowd, so we got some more students and fans showing up. I mean, Pirates just need to keep the ball movement going, essentially. Look inside, just drive in, hit the shots. I mean, it's a simple game.
Make your shots,
right?
Get the rebounds,
Yeah.
Don't turn it over.
Just touch the ball, grab the ball, shoot the ball.
And to your point, Southwestern currently 55% from the field to start things off. 5 of 9, that'll certainly help.
Oh, most definitely.
Take the opportunity to thank our corporate partners, Don Hewlett Chevrolet, Airmark Food and Facility Services, Rudy's Barbecue, Double Dave's Pizza, Frost Bank, Mighty Fine Burgers, Tony C's Pizza, Texas Honey Ham, Rivery Coffee, The League Kitchen and Tavern, Fairfield Inn and Residence Inn, and Higginbotham Insurance and Financial Services. Huge thanks to all for their continued support of Southwestern University athletics. So Pirates shooting the lights out early on. Millsaps 4 of 9 from the field, but just 1 of 6 from 3.
Now, you know, watching some of these past games of Southwestern, you notice the Pirates, they don't get off to a hot start, and that has been our Achilles heel as a team, whereas Millsaps is the opposite. Millsaps tends to get off to a really hot start, and then the second half, you know, we both kind of shift and flip.
And Gasca at the line, 73% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Senior from West Monroe, Louisiana. Yeah, Southwestern so often this time has dug themselves early holes, early deficits. Not doing that tonight. We mentioned that 27-point deficit when they were in Jackson there in the Hangar Dome. Battled back, cut it to 5, but ultimately could not overcome a poor performance, just 7 of 17 from the line, and just 6 of 34 from 3 in that loss. Gomez into the front court. Neil Franco on the floor for Southwestern making his appearance. Gomez off the back of the iron. Long three, out to Donnelly with the rebound. Donnelly brings it in and finishes off the glass. Colt Donnelly finding a bit of space in transition. Pirates now find themselves trailing by 2. Lewis batted away. Gasca with it. And stolen right back by Franco. Neil Franco into Lewis. And he lays it up and in. Nicely done. Neil Franco, freshman out of Attleboro, Massachusetts, getting big minutes off the bench. Tony poked away by Franco. Out of bounds. Mills last to touch it. It'll remain Majors ball.
I want to compliment Aiden Lewis on just going for that easy 2-point layup. He has been one to put a little extra spunk trying to hit the dunk, the alley-oop, whatever it is. So props to Aiden Lewis for just getting that
Pirates,
easy 2 points.
like you said, certainly have the energy tonight.
There's a time and there's a place for a dunk. Let's wait on that one.
It's a long game, just 6 minutes in. Gasca, the inbound. Lewis steals it away. Lewis has Franco with him, 2-on-2. Lewis doesn't need help, and he's got it. Lewis leading all scorers with 6 points. Tony draws the foul on Kellen Williamson, the big 6'7" freshman from Austin, with his first. Second team foul sends Tony to the line, the 6'7" junior center out of Memphis by way of the University of Tampa. Tony second on the team, averaging 12 points a game, but just a 37% free throw shooter. Pirates making a change. Luke Hatcher coming off. Sebastian Loader making his first appearance for the senior guard from Independence, Minnesota. Tied at 15. Anakpene back to Franco. NBA range 3. Batted out of bounds.
Pirate ball.
It'll stay with the Pirates. Millsaps making a pair of changes. Lamar and Phillips back on, 2 of their starters. Phillips, that big body, 6'4", nearly 250 pounds. Lewis, doesn't matter, right around him. Donnelly in the paint, a little floater short. Out of bounds. Millsaps, it'll remain Majors ball. 13-14 remaining in the first half. Been back and forth early on here at the Robertson Center. Pull up long 2 off the mark from Lamar. Franco thought about firing it up, instead into Williamson. His first field goal attempt. Freshman from St. Michael's unable to knock it down. Long 3, dead on, knocked down by Davian James. Majors on top by 1. Anakpene, Williamson out to set the screen. Anakpene pulls up off the back of the iron. Here come the Majors in transition. Pirates getting back, but a pull-up 3. James unable to hit it. And the foul is going to go against David Combest Jr., his first. Nakpane able to get free, and Donley last to touch it. The Williamson, the freshman, getting big minutes, remains out there, matched up with Phillips. Franco as well off the bench. Key contributor, a pair of freshmen. Williamson in the corner, Loader for three. A long rebound, pulled down by the Majors. Phillips in the paint, and the foul will be charged to Kalen Williamson, his first. Timeout taken, 11:47 remaining in the first. 18-17, Majors on top here in Georgetown. Williams, with his second foul. But Jordan, as we predicted, very close. Southwestern getting off to a good start, not making the same mistake they did the previous game in Jackson.
Yeah, I think, this year for the Pirates, it's all about playing and learning, living and learning. First-year head coach Matt Strike, he's trying to build the confidence of these boys. They haven't had some of the best years in the past. This year it's all about building confidence, learning from your mistakes, and just moving on. You miss a free throw, shake it off, move on, make the next one.
Well, Jordan, we talked about it earlier. Pirates led by first-year head coach Matt Strike, but they're facing their former head coach, Connor Kirkendall. Spent 5 years here as the head coach of the Pirates. They saw him in Jackson, but quite a different thing to see him here at home. I have to ask you, when he came in, did he go into the wrong locker room? Did he go into the home locker room? Was it just habit?
No. I even walked over to Connor and asked him if I needed to escort him to the correct locker room. He did get a good laugh out of that one, but good guy. It is nice to see Coach Connor Kirkendall back in the gym. He's wearing purple, and we're rooting against him.
Like you, a Dallas area native, I asked him what it was like to be the visitor. Said it's still a strange feeling, trying to get used to it. Back to the action with the left. Hatcher. Phillips with the rebound. Phillips, the big body underneath. Couldn't get it to go. And Franco ultimately able to secure it in the corner for the Pirates. So good work on the glass from Southwestern. As Sawyer Batts, the freshman out of Parish Episcopal, another Metroplex product, making his first appearance for the Pirates. Hatcher. Franco with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Yes, indeed. Neo Franco for three. Great crowd tonight, as you mentioned. Pirates feeding off it. Little floater on the baseline, the miss. Lewis there with the rebound. Lewis into the trees. Barely kept it alive. Hatcher driving in. Couldn't finish. Batted to a Nakpane. Another miss at the rim. And out of bounds off the Pirates. Pirates a few opportunities on the other end, just couldn't finish. Now James. Back from Lamar. Driving in. Bats there. Pirates forced a turnover. See if they can turn it into points on the other end. Bats slowing things down. Hatcher for three. Off the back of the iron, and here comes James in transition. Has a man with him. And he's got it. Lamar lays it up and in. Seemingly Caleb Kent that time.
Gonna have injury timeout over here. Looks like Luke Hatcher just stepped wrong when he landed after shooting that three. Good news is he's up. It's always your biggest fear is when you have a player go down. Are they going to be able to get back up?
That brings up a great point, Jordan. Obviously, at this point in the season, so many injuries. Without Zach Sugars, his knee injury, Patrick Hoffman, just a few. You look at the big wrap on the left shoulder of Luke Hatcher, the wrap on the right shoulder of Luke Mills. Shobi Anakpene, probably not 100%, but as you know better than anybody as a former athlete, this is a point you just have to grit your teeth and get through it.
Yeah, and you look at all these Pirate players, every single one of them has tape somewhere, but they're never going to let that stop them. I mean, even if it is a season-ending injury, they're going to play on it up until they can no longer play. Zach Sugars, for example.
Right you are. Pirates battling injuries. Tied at 20. Bats from the corner, off the side of the iron. Phillips with the rebound. Over halfway through the first 20 minutes of action. And a nice drive, able to finish in that time, was Combest, a junior from Hattiesburg. Anakpene wanted a foul, won't get it. Majors looking to run it any given opportunity. Pirates ball. Majors the last to touch it, came off the fingertips of Davian James, says our official. Bats, the freshman who's gotten big minutes in his first year as a collegiate. Franco fires from three, and he's got it. Massachusetts native taking advantage, making the most of his minutes off the bench. The Pirates back ahead by the narrowest of margins. And a nice response to that time from Caleb Kent. Kent, another one of those players, big minutes, big contribution off the bench for the Madison, Mississippi native. Mills, right at Phillips, two big bodies in the paint. Eight seconds on the shot clock. Loader inside, and Mills fouled by Kent. Take a timeout, 7:58 remaining in the half. 24-23, Majors on top. And Jordan, I really didn't want to bring this up, but I noticed that ESPN is here this evening, and I can't help but feel a bit slighted that one broadcast team, not enough. ESPN also had to be here competing in tonight's broadcast.
I know. Special turnaround, college weekend takeover, ESPN. Not only are we upstairs in the broadcasting booth, but ESPN is on the floor. How do I get to be courtside?
Well, Jordan, as the Associate Director of Athletic Marketing and Communications, I'm pretty sure you can yank that their pass, and if you feel so inclined, probably boot them out. But again, I don't want to give you any ideas.
I mean, that does look like a handmade sign, so we'll let it slide this time.
In all seriousness, great attendance, always a fantastic home court advantage here at the Robertson Center. Had Grubbin game day earlier, and we know that'll certainly bring everybody out. The food, women a tough loss. They were tied 35 at half. It was really neck and neck until the fourth quarter, and Millsaps pulled away.
Absolutely. Want to give a quick shout out to some of the sports teams that are here. We have the volleyball team. We have the men's soccer team. Almost the entire football team is sitting over there in the student section. Men's tennis, men's golf. I think I even see some men's lacrosse players over there.
Oh, those lacrosse players. You got to keep an eye on them.
That's why they're in the student section.
Mills at the line for the Pirates is the junior from the Alamo City. Mills, a 42% free throw shooter, does his job, putting the Pirates back ahead by the narrowest of margins, 25-24, 12 minutes into the first half. Gaska back out on the floor, as is Donley for the Majors. Kent remains there. He's got some big minutes, huge contribution off the bench. Working on Franco, and Kent has it. Kent now 6 points. Pirates back to work. Anakpane from way downtown. Franco swoops in for the rebound. Franco doing a great job. Lewis misses from the corner. Rebound by Tony. Takes it himself up the floor. Now Gaska for three. Mills was there. Pirates electing to slow things down in what had been an absolute track meet the last few times up the floor. Anakpane, another miss. Pirates missing their last three field goal attempts. James has a height advantage and takes full advantage over Mills. Does Jackson Tony. Millsaps bench trying to bring the energy as Anakpane, another miss. He's missed his last three. Kent. And it's going to go against the Majors. Charged on Luke LaFours. That's Gaska, his first and the 14th foul. Pirates bringing Gomez Hatcher back out on the floor, joining Lewis, Franco, and Mills. Anakpane getting a well-deserved break, at least temporarily. Lewis driving in from the wing. Hand up, nice work from the floors. Here comes Gaska down the floor. And he draws the foul on Gomez. Tough call there against Zach Gomez.
I don't know, from my angle, that kind of looked like a jump ball.
That's what Zach Gomez thought. He immediately signaled the same thing.
But I'll give it to the refs. It's a hard game to call.
Gaska.
Don't want to do that.
To the line. That is a job that neither of us want, I assure you. Off the back of the iron. Gaska, 73% on the season from the line, 1 of 2. As a team, Millsaps shooting just under 60% from the free throw line. Pirates trailing by 4, 5.5 remaining in the first half. Lewis pulls up, and what a circus shot there made by Aiden Lewis. He makes it look easy. And it's going to be an offensive foul on Jackson Tony. Didn't get set, came to set the screen, and he picks up his first. Southwestern chance to tie or possibly even take the lead with a three with 5 minutes left in the half. Mills short. Kent the other way on to Gaska. Now James has the advantage. Gets his own rebound, second chance, and he is fouled. Jackson Tony heading to the line to shoot two. Hatcher picking up his first. Tony second on the team, averaging 12 points a game, but just a 37% free throw shooter. Junior from Memphis, unable to take advantage of that trip to the line. 30-27, Majors leading. Bronco thought about it from way downtown. Instead, it's on to Gomez for three. Another miss. Southwestern just 3 of 12 from the long range. As Anakpane coming back on, taking the place of Gomez for the Pirates. Combest back on the floor. Tony driving in and off the glass. Using that big 6'7" frame. Pirates need to respond, trailing by 5. Their largest deficit tonight. A foul on the floor, a timeout taken, 3:49 remaining in the first half. Again, take the opportunity to thank our sponsors, the League and Tavern, Double Dave's Pizza, Frost Bank, Don Hewlett Chevrolet, Higginbotham Insurance, and Airmark Food and Facility Services.
You know, Kit, we've given a shout out to our first-year head coaches, but what about both teams having first-year assistant coaches as well? Pirates over here with Charlie Reznikoff, and then you actually have the old assistant coach from Trinity for Millsaps, Griffin Levine. So not only do you have Connor Kirkendall returning to Southwestern, but you have Griffin returning to Trinity on Sunday.
A lot of connections. These teams know each other. I'm not going to go so far as to say they like each other, but still, I mean, relatively new. This is just our second meeting as conference foes. Don't have that time to develop the animosity yet, but you're exactly right. This is definitely a game that has a lot of undertones, and for good reason. 32-27, Millsaps leading. And this is a critical 3:49 remaining in the first half. Jordan, Southwestern need to get back into this. They cannot afford this deficit to grow any larger before halftime.
Came out to a hot start. We got to finish it.
Pirates, a second half team, if you will, and you mentioned it earlier, so often digging themselves holes in the first half, and they've had to play from behind. Lewis, a miss there. As Eli Pittman, the 6'6" freshman out of Spring, Texas, a greater Houston area product, on for the first time in the game for the Pirates. Lewis misses them both. Points left at the line. The three off the mark. Lewis, last to touch it, says our official. It will remain Majors ball. Pirates now just 2 of 5 from the free throw line. James setting things up. Playing a little high-low game inside. Combest draws the foul. Hatcher saying he went straight up, not a lot of contact. Pittman, who's whistled with the foul, his first. Combest, the Hattiesburg native, transfer from Meridian Community College. Good on the first. Combest, 73% free throw shooter. Looking to extend the Majors lead. Does that, hits them both, 34-27. Pirates' largest deficit thus far. Akpane able to find Hatcher. Lewis into the front court. Pittman, ball found him, now on to Franco. Hatcher looking for Lewis, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Anakpane for three. Oh, what a huge rebound, and then ripped away from Hatcher. Phillips on the other end. Using that size, no, instead kicks out. But the three missed by Cameron Lamar. And the foul will be on David Combest Jr. on the rebound, and it'll be his second. So Pittman to the line, attempting his first free throws in the contest. Pittman, 50% from the line, but very small sample size, just 4 of 8 this season. A miss there. Just over 2.5 remaining here in half number one. Pirates trailing by 7. Phillips underneath. He's got it. Credit there on the assist from James. A nice look, and it's a 9-point Majors lead. Pirates desperately need to get something going on the other end. Lewis trying to take matters into his own hands. And he's fouled by Colt Donley. Donley picking up his second. Hatcher back on, taking the place of Pittman. Millsaps bringing Brock Smith on, the freshman from Baton Rouge, making his first appearance. So Lewis at the line. Lewis leading all scorers with 10 points, but he's 0 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. Bats defending Gaska, had his step. Gaska short on the runner, gets his own rebound. Bats able to knock it away. Anakpane up the floor. And Shobi fouled, sandwiched between a pair of Majors. Gaska charged with the foul, his second, and the 19th foul, sending Anakpane to the line. Anakpane, a quiet night, just 2 points thus far. He's his first free throw attempts of the evening. Anakpane, 1 of 9 from the field, very uncharacteristic from the Midland native. It takes advantage of the trip to the free throw line. 36-29, 90 seconds remaining in the first half. Kent, Lamar now. The three well off the mark from Brock Smith, and he's going to hear it from the fans here in the Robertson Center. .60 seconds remaining in the half. Anakpane back from Hatcher. Not a lot of off-ball movement from the Pirates right now. Lewis trying to make things happen, and he does. Lewis leading the Pirates with 12 points, but he can't do it all on his own. Back to a 5-point game. James underneath, Kent. Oh, good move, but he couldn't finish. Gets it on the second opportunity. And a timeout taken by the Majors. 24 seconds remaining in the half. They want to stop. Millsaps 38-31 with the lead. Jordan, neither team shooting well from beyond the arc. Southwestern just 3 of 13. Millsaps 2 of 12. Pirates just 36% from the field overall.
Yeah, it's one of these things where if you're not shooting them well from the arc, let's try something different. Let's look in, let's drive in, let's draw a foul. Make Millsaps foul and give you an opportunity to have extra points on the board. We know that they're not a great second half team, so let's take advantage of the time that we do have left. Cut it a little bit closer. A 3 would be great. That broadcaster curse. We're not shooting the ball very well, but now it's the opposite. We're going to say we're not doing something. Reverse psychology here. Let's cut it a little bit closer. One more basket's all we really need to go into this, just to give the Pirates momentum coming back out of half.
Well, Jordan, as I said, Millsaps has lost their last 4. Their last win came over Southwestern nearly a month ago at home at the Hangar Dome in Jackson. Since they have lost to Trinity, Rhodes, Berry, and Oglethorpe. And in that 4-game skid, averaging just 65 points a game.
Yeah.
Pirates with the ball, 24 seconds here at the end of the first half. Shot clock turned off. See if they can cut in to this 7-point deficit. Gomez back out. Anakpene, 7 seconds. Anakpene stolen away. Majors with the heave. And the first half comes to a close. Not the way the Pirates were trying to wrap up the first 20 minutes. Millsaps on top, 38-31.
Yeah.
We'll step aside, back with you in 15 minutes, get you first half stats. Ready for half number 2 here at the Robertson Center on the beautiful campus of Southwestern University in Georgetown. At halftime, Majors lead the Pirates 38-31. Welcome back. Just about 60 seconds away from half number 2. Glad to have you with us. Again, take the opportunity to thank our corporate sponsors, Double Dave's Pizza, Frost Bank, Don Hewitt Chevrolet, Higginbotham Insurance and Financial Services. At halftime, Millsaps leading Southwestern 38-31. Pirates just 36% from the field and just 23% from beyond the arc. And maybe more concerning, 44%, 4 of 9 from the free throw line. Millsaps shooting 80%, 8 of 10 from the line. Just 16% from beyond the arc, 2 of 12, but 44%, 14 of 32 from the field. Aiden Lewis leads all scorers, 12 points for the Super Soft for the Pirates. Again, very happy indeed to welcome Jordan McClure-Williams to the broadcast. Glad to have her. Jordan, first-year head coach Matt Strike, 15 minutes to talk it over. What's he saying?
Pass the ball, make the shot.
There it is, succinct, to the point, like it. No reason to mince words. Millsaps opening possession of half number 2 here in Georgetown. Glad to have you with us. Reminder, Pirates back in action, another doubleheader hosting Rhodes on Sunday. The women at 12, minute 2. And Millsaps with the opening basket here. David Combes extends the lead to 9, the largest majors lead in the game. Anakpene knocked away. Here come Millsaps in transition. They have numbers. Donley back from Phillips. Donley drives in, and he's got it. The first double-digit majors lead today. Not a good start to the second half for the host.
Yeah, it might have been that broadcaster curse. I apologize, everybody.
Mills back to Gomez for 3. Yes, indeed. Huge response for Gomez, knocking down the triple. Pirates really needed that. Back to an 8-point game, 42-34. Off the mark was Donley. Gomez up the floor. Fires for 3 in transition. Couldn't hit it. Hatcher misses the putback. Gets it on the second opportunity.
Gomez was looking for that heat check.
Donley. Now Phillips looking to work. Double team and Hatcher comes. Finds his man. Wide open was Donley. Nice look from Phillips. Two minutes into the second half, Southwestern back to an 8-point deficit. Hatcher driving on the baseline. Phillips there with the rebound off the miss. Pirates can ill afford to get off to a slow start here in the second half. Millsaps finished the first half strong, starting the second half equally strong from the corner. Phillips ends up with the rebound. Knocked away, and Nakpene able to find Lewis. Lewis had Gomez, elected to take it himself, and he couldn't finish it. Donley for 3. Well off the mark, blocked by Mills. And the offensive foul going against Cameron Lamar. Lamar picking up his first. Dre Moss on for the Pirates, his first appearance in the ball game for the junior out of Nashville. Lewis in the paint, working on Phillips. Couldn't finish. Phillips using that big 6'5", 245-pound frame. Driving baseline, blocked by Moss. The new addition makes an instant impact. Junior transfer doing exactly what they hoped he would off the bench. Donnelly lost it. Anakpene takes it himself with a tip in by Lewis. Back to a 6-point game, 44-38. And the foul on Hatcher.
Oh, we have
a
a
few
tech
words
on the
after
ground.
it appears.
We have a tech on the floor. But who's it on?
That's a good question. It looks like it may have been on Combest. Combest had a few words, and our officials will say they may want to talk things over. Combest was the man originally fouled by Hatcher. He was not happy with the contact, and he let it be known. So 16-12 remaining in regulation. Coach Kirkendall, first-year head coach of the Majors, out, wanting an explanation from our officials. Well, there it is. Double tech. Each team picking up a technical foul. Officials definitely keeping a lid on this one, not letting anything boil over. So Combest at the line after being fouled by Hatcher. Combest now 9 points to lead the Majors. He's 3 of 3 from the line, 3 of 4 in shooting. Lewis, the only player from either team in double digits with 14. Hatcher into Anakpene, able to find Moss. Lewis there, and finishes over Tony. The athletic ability of Aiden Lewis just astounding. Now Lamar. Donnelly defended by Hatcher. Davian James trying to go baseline, pulls up over Moss, can't knock it down. Gomez, the shortest man on the floor, pulls down the rebound. And Gomez fouled immediately by Jackson Toney, and that is the third on the big 6'7" post. That is a huge foul on Toney. So a timeout taken, 15:24 remaining in the second half. And again, take the opportunity to thank Rudy's Barbecue, Tony C's Pizza, River Eat Coffee, Fairfield and Residence Inn, Texas Honey Ham, Mighty Fine Burgers, and Airmark Food and Facility Services. And again, we invite you to subscribe and like our YouTube channel if you have not already. And don't forget to download the Southwestern Athletics mobile app if you have not. Southwestern outscoring Millsaps 9-7 here in the second half, but they trailed by 7 going into halftime.
Kit, let's talk about this box score that we got at halftime.
What do you see?
Look at Millsaps. Almost every single player that's been in the game has scored a point. That's 8 out of 10 of their players that have entered the game has scored. Now compare that to Southwestern. At halftime, only 5 of the 10 of our players scored. Lead scorer Aiden Lewis, who had 12 at the half, And if we look at the points now, the only one who has scored is Gomez, and he hit his first 3 of the night.
Jordan, to your point, first half bench points, Millsaps 18, Southwestern 6. Makes a difference. Getting those contributions, Millsaps certainly getting them off the bench. Trying to find a Nakpane there in the center of the zone. Pulls up from the elbow and sinks it. If you do not get a hand in his face, he will make you pay, and sometimes he'll make you pay even if you do have a hand in his face. Phillips out of his comfort zone. Now off to Gasca. Looking to return the favor. Phillips backing Lewis down, using that big frame, but Lewis standing tall. Gomez, one further. Hatcher driving in. Skips to one. A Nakpane. Couldn't finish it. Phillips, edge of the paint. No whistle. And the putback from Combest. A lot of contact between Phillips and Hatcher. Again, trying to find a Nakpane in the middle of that zone, but it's Gomez firing for 3. Lewis skies for the rebound, and he's got it. Aiden Lewis, 18 points. No other Pirate has more than 6. The man from the Panhandle, Florida, putting on another impressive display tonight. Kent lost it. Lewis. Now Moss fouled. And he will head to the line as Davian James committed the foul on Dre Moss. Moss to the line. Just his 5th free throw attempt of the season. He's 2 of 4 thus far from the line. So Donley and Lamar back on for the majors.
Man, these Millsaps women over here from the women's basketball team are doing the "that's my man" trend. For those of you that are on TikTok, you are very familiar.
Thrown away by Gasca. So Pirate ball. That the 11th turnover by the majors. Pirates have turned it over just 7 times.
This could be the momentum the Pirates need right here.
Neil Franco back on for Southwestern. Hatcher spinning. Long rebound out to Gasca. And Donley appears a bit worse for wear. Does the Newman, Georgia native. Took a shot, and our official wants to have a word with the Pirates bench. Again, first-year head coach Matt Strike, assisted by Charlie Resnikoff, Will Cohen, Tony Trocha. Our official is going to take a look at the previous play, see if it may have been a flagrant foul. I didn't see it. What did you see, Jordan?
I didn't see it. You know, I think Luke was coming down from the basket. I think it was just wrong place, wrong time.
I am very much inclined to agree with you. 12:53 remaining in regulation. Pirates have cut it to a 2-point game, 47-45. Trailed by 7 at half, but outscoring Millsaps 14-9 thus far in the second half. And again, to take the opportunity to remind you, another doubleheader, another chance to see the Pirates. I invite you to come out and join us here at the Robertson Center on Sunday. Rhodes will be in town. We will have the women at noon, the men at 2 right here at the Corbin J. Robertson Center. Millsaps continues their Texas two-step, heading down to the Alamo City to face, I'm not entirely sure. There's a team there. There may be UIW. I'm not sure.
I mean, according to D3 Hoops, there's a pretty good team down there.
There is indeed, obviously, tongue-in-cheek. The Trinity Tigers, one of the better teams in Division III.
Number 18th nationally.
And Trinity, the first year in the SAA, and the men's team atop the standings.
It's a tough team, tough team.
Back to the action. Lamar. Over to Kent, working on Moss. Kent, nice touch right outside the paint for Caleb Kent. Kent's been good off the bench, now 10 points for the senior. Franco fires for three. Neo Franco drops it in from long range. Those are the bench points we talked about. The Pirates, just 6 of them in the first half. That's not going to cut it. And the whistle will be on Franco. His first and the third team foul on the Pirates. Kent. Lewis defending. Kent likes the matchup. Sweeping across the lane. Pulls up, tough shot, and he knocks it down. Caleb Kent having a whale of a game. Now 12 points to lead the majors. Lewis underneath, great look to Moss and an easy finish. But give full credit to Aiden Lewis on the entry pass. Back to a 1-point game, 51-50. Majors clinging to the narrowest of leads. Kent again into the paint, and he's got it. Caleb Kent really feeling it. Franco thought about it. Instead, on to Lewis. Phillips working defensively. Lewis and one. Took the contact. Finishes, and now a chance for the three-point play for Aiden Lewis. Has 20 points to lead all scorers. Does the super soft from Pensacola. Timeout with 10:43 remaining. Lewis, a chance to tie it at the line. Once again, take the opportunity to thank Rudy's Barbecue, Tony C's Pizza, The League and Tavern, Frost Bank, Don Hewlett Chevrolet, and Higginbotham Insurance and Financial Services. Jordan, right now, Lewis, 20 of Southwestern's 52 points for Aiden Lewis.
Yeah, as a sophomore, that's pretty impressive. Aiden Lewis came in as a freshman last year for the Pirates. Saw some playing time, but he was one of those bench players that came off, a couple minutes in, but the amount of growth that he has had just this year of Coach Strike giving him a starting position and just a chance to show that he deserves that starting position is just immaculate. I mean, it's a whole different player from last year.
20 points, 10 to 14 shooting, also 6 rebounds. And one thing of note, Lewis's career high is 26 points. He is well within range of eclipsing that. Still 10:43 remaining in the game.
For a guy that's only averaging 10.3 points this season, what a game.
Right you are. Lewis at the line where he is 0 of 4 tonight. Now 0 of 5. As we said, the Achilles heel in an otherwise stellar game for the sophomore. James. It's going to be on Franco. The Pirates fans can't believe it. Franco thought he had all balls. That ball squirted away from Davian James. Instead, it's going to be the second on Neo Franco and the 4th-team foul on the Pirates. Kent, he's done the work here in the second half. Kent back to it, misses. Phillips underneath. And one from the big man. And Jordan, Rodney Phillips Jr. at 6'4", 245. When he gets that deep in the paint, good luck stopping him.
I mean, he had 4 Pirates on him. And he still not only got the rebound and tipped it in, but he took a dribble before he put it in.
I was doing my prep for this game. I saw 6'4", 245 and thought Lewis better suited as a tight end, but he has the body type. A very impressive player. Certainly some size for number 25 as he completes the three-point play. (56-52) Majors. It's about halfway through the second half. Moss remains out there from the elbow. Gomez drops it in. Combest. Lamar thought about it, takes it in, has a man. Knocked away, Moss with it. And a foul is going to be on Caleb Kent. Helter-skelter there. But a lot of contact between Kent and Moss. As Kent picks up his second. Nearly stolen away from Franco. Instead, into the sure hands of Aiden Lewis. Mills back out in. Lewis driving into the paint. Switches, couldn't finish. Underneath Lamar, blocked by Neo Franco. Here comes Moss in transition. Lewis with the alley-oop.
There is a time and a place. That was the time. Pirates have this momentum right here. It just shifted.
And the foul. Mills on Tony on the other end. The Pirates fans who had already brought the roof off, ready to explode even more. But the whistle will be on Mills, his second in the 6th-team foul, sending Jackson Tony to the line to shoot 2. I call Aiden Lewis a hold-your-breath player because you never know what he's going to do, and he showed it right there, that phenomenal athletic ability. And pulls down the rebound here off Tony's miss.
Yeah, you know, most kids want to be like MJ, Kobe, LeBron. If I was a kid right now, I'd want to be like Aiden Lewis.
Franco for 3. To put the Pirates on top, 59-57, 8:30 remaining. Combest blocked. No, a late whistle. Everyone in the Robertson Center thought it was clean. But it's going to be on Aiden Lewis, his third, and the 6th-team foul, sending David Combest Jr. to the line. An absolute cauldron here. Combest quiets the crowd. As the Associate Director of Athletic Marketing Communications, I think you start making some Aiden Lewis wigs, you can make some money selling those.
Yeah, check out our table at the next home game on Sunday. I'll have some ready. Only one. I'll only have one.
Tie ball game yet again, 59 all. Combest does his work from the line. Gomez for three. Combest with the rebound. Into the front court, James. Wisely slowing it down, and Southwestern quickly back. Able to quell any fast break opportunity. Donley back out on the floor. Lamar setting things up. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Lamar fires for three and buries it. Huge shot from Cameron Lamar. And the Pirates will take a timeout with 7:24 remaining in regulation. 62-59, Millsaps on top. Majors led by 7 at half. They've been outscored by 4 thus far in the second half. Jordan, you think about how tight this is. Pirates shooting 44% from the field. Millsaps 45%. It is neck and neck. But one thing that is not close, the battle on the glass. Millsaps out-rebounding Southwestern 41-27.
Yeah, I mean, you see the majors are giving themselves more opportunities to get more points. I think that's the one thing that, as a team, the Pirates kind of struggle in some of these games when it comes to starting hot and then continuing hot. You know, we don't rebound as much, and that's one thing that, as a team, we kind of can pick up on. Give ourselves more opportunities to score some more points.
Pirates also leaving points at the free throw line. They are just 42% from the line on the season. They're 60%. But tonight, just 5 of 12.
Yeah, I think that's an Achilles heel for all of us.
We saw it in the women's game. You have to knock down your free throws.
Especially when it comes down to it.
Southwestern women falling earlier to Millsaps, 75-68. Free throws a big part of that. Pirates ball. Franco into the backcourt. 7:20 remaining. Lewis at the elbow. Tony defending. Lewis spinning away. Somehow hangs and hits over the 6'7" Tony. Lewis now 24 points, just 2 shy of his career high. Tony on the other end, responding for the majors. Lewis stolen away by Tony. 3-on-2, Lamar to Tony. Franco there, great defensive effort from Neil Franco. James able to get Franco in the air and finishes. Nice move from Davian James at the logo. And just as quickly, Millsaps back to a 5-point advantage. Lewis trying to change that. Lewis drawing Tony away. Pulls back for 3. Lamar. Tony likes the matchup with Hatcher. Lamar pulls it out. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Lamar driving in amongst the trees. And a jump ball. Well defended by Neil Franco. Outstanding work from Franco, not committing the foul. Timeout taken, 5:33 remaining. And Jordan, it is every athletic communications person's least favorite time of the year. It is crossover season. Winter sports still in action. Spring sports getting underway as well. I'm going to say you're getting between 2 and 3 hours of sleep a night. Is that about accurate?
Oh, if that. We call that a nap. That's just a midday thing I do in my office. Yeah, crossover season, not great.
No.
But it's what I live for.
There's a lot going on. The very talented and versatile Jordan McClure-Williams, nice enough to join me on tonight's broadcast, and I'm very thankful for that as well. Thankful for you, and once again remind you, if you have not already, we encourage you to download the Southwestern Athletics mobile app and to subscribe to the Southwestern Athletics YouTube channel. Make sure to give it a like as well. If you have, very much appreciate it.
Since we're on the topic of crossover season, shout out to softball. Season opener tonight against Schreiner, doubleheader. Won game 1, 11-9, and just destroyed game 2 with a sweep, 11-0 win. Softball coming home from Kerrville.
Yeah, they'll be here Valentine's Day next Saturday, doubleheader to their home opener.
Home opener against UMHB.
I will be there. TJ Vella will be there.
I will be there.
You'll
as
be
well.
there. It's going to be a party.
Party at T. Sandy.
Jordan
Y'all
will be
out.
she'll be signing autographs if you ask nicely. TJ, I don't think he signs autographs anymore. He's done too many.
He charges for those.
He charges now. TJ Vella's famous. I'm not going to argue that. Hatcher for 3. Off the back of the iron. Combes with the rebound. Now on to Donley. Couldn't finish. Long rebound. Tracked down by Moss. 5 minutes, 5-point game. Anakpene. Hatcher, a huge board. Anakpene, another attempt. And Tony in to clean things up with that huge wingspan from the 6'7" junior from Memphis. Defense the chant from the home fans in black and gold, trying to get a stop here. Tony. A big toe on the baseline, and that is enough to turn it over. Gomez on for Anakpene, giving Shobi maybe a brief break before the final push. Bats coming on for Moss. Franco. Hatcher there at the elbow, gives it back. Lewis for 3. Off the side of the iron. Lewis still on 24, 26 his career high. Has not been able to equal that thus far tonight. James working on bats. Davian James. And 1. And now things starting to get a bit more tense for the Pirates. Trailing by 7. 3:52 remaining. James will be at the line after the timeout. A chance to make it an 8-point game. Similar to what we saw in the women's game earlier, it was tight through the third quarter. But that final 5 minutes, Millsaps pulled ahead, and the men looking to do the same here. So again, we remind you, Pirates back in action Sunday, taking on Rhodes. Getting to that final stretch. And after Sunday, Southwestern just one more home game remaining. That'll be on Saturday, February the 21st against none other than Trinity. Tigers make the trip up, and that is how the Pirates will wrap the regular season. You know, what a great season finale. Mark your calendars. The SA Conference Tournament this year hosted by Berry College there in Mount Berry, Georgia. It'll begin on Thursday, February the 26th in the Peach State. James, after the made basket, at the line shooting one. Unable to complete the three-point play. Lewis, fouled by Phillips. When in doubt, put the ball in the hands of number 2 in gray, and that's exactly what the Pirates are doing. Lewis, his first made free throw tonight. He hits them both. 68-62. Out of bounds, Pirate ball, Southwestern. Trying to battle back. They've cut it to 5, still plenty of time, 3:38 remaining. Gomez. Hatcher at the free throw line, had a wide open opportunity, didn't take it. Instead, Franco couldn't finish. And a big rebound from Colt Donley for the Majors. Tony. Lamar lost it. Moss may have gotten a hand in there. Gomez grasping at his left side, takes a timeout. Gomez took a shot. And you can see Zach Gomez immediately grasping at the ribs on his left side. Comes up just trying to get a full breath of air, it appears. Gomez, the junior from New Braunfels. The trainer there to take a look as a timeout taken with 2:51 remaining.
Looks like they're going to review that one.
Our officials will indeed. They're going to come to the monitor and take another look.
I think I'm just as confused as Coach Kirkendall.
Yeah, Connor Kirkendall out there perplexed. I didn't see contact with Gomez, but he obviously in some amount of pain and significant. The officials at the monitor taking a look.
I guess we could take this time to just talk about what's going on around the conference.
There we go.
You have the top two conference teams, Rhodes and Trinity, playing tonight. Rhodes is actually leading Trinity 54-49 with 13 minutes left in the second half. Trinity women did defeat Rhodes 88-74. On the men's side, Center beat Berry 82-77. So that does change the standings a little bit. I mean, that puts Southwestern currently in third, depending on the results of this game for the men's side.
Yeah, huge turn right there. Pirates came in 4-5 in conference, but you're right. That could be hugely impactful. Southwestern just has to worry about their own game right now. Trailing 68-63 with 2:51 remaining. Our officials seem to have come to a decision. Now relaying it to both coaches.
I didn't see anything from up here. I didn't think there was any contact. Like you said, Gomez obviously took a hit, wasn't intentional. The refs didn't see that. Again, I don't want their job. So
very few want to wear the stripes short.
Y'all are doing a great job.
Fantastic work from the Zebras. Gomez will take a seat. Anakpane on for Southwestern. Anakpane off the front of the iron. Lamar driving in, knocked away, and it'll stay Major's ball. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Tony had it stripped. The putback, the miss. And the foul on the third attempt will send David Combest Jr. to the line for Millsaps. Hatcher charged with his third.
Millsaps was just credited with 3 rebounds off of that one.
Talk about padding your stats. Combest, 13 points. Only Caleb Kent with 14 has more. Aiden Lewis leading all scorers, is tied his career high with 26. He is the only Pirate in double digits. Anakpane was 6, Mills was 6. No other Pirate anywhere close. Moss back to Gomez. Gomez nearly had it poked away. Franco, step back 3. Lewis with the rebound. Lewis fouled by Combest. Lewis heading to the line to shoot 2. Not only a chance to cut into the 6-point deficit, but a chance to have a new career high. If he can knock down these free throws. Good on the first. Lewis, new Pirate career high, 27 points for the Super Soft from Pensacola.
Wow.
A very rare lane violation call going against Hatcher and the Pirates. How often do you see that?
I've never seen that. So not enough.
Donley. Hatcher able to rip it away. Out of bounds. A full timeout taken by Millsaps and Coach Connor Kirkendall with 1:27 remaining.
Now, how many times have we seen the Pirates in this situation? I would like to say too often.
Unfortunately, I would have to agree with you, Jordan. And so many times they've been able to come from behind, threes, last-second shots, Shobi Anokpane, but it's not a position you want to be in. And again, we mentioned Millsaps came in a 4-game losing streak. Their last win was over Southwestern almost a month ago back in the Hangar Dome there in Jackson. But since losses to Trinity, Rhodes, Berry, and Oglethorpe. The good news for the Pirates is in close games, they're 6-2 in games decided by 5 points or less. The bad news is they've played a lot of games decided by 5 points or less.
They're always too close for comfort. You're always sitting on the edge of your chair just hoping and praying.
This one looking like it is going to be another one shaping up along those lines.
Both teams in the bonus, so any foul sending it to the free throw line.
Majors ball, minute 27 remaining. 69-64 Millsaps. Thrown away. Lamar had Jackson Toney wide open on the baseline, and he threw it well over the head of the 6'7" forward. I think if Toney was 7'7", he may not have come down with that one. Pirates need points.
Give Millsaps credit. That was a great play drawn. He was wide open down low.
Gomez for three. Zach Gomez from way downtown. And it's a 2-point game. 62 seconds remaining.
Like you said, always comes down to a three.
It does, for better or worse, you're right. (62 seconds, 64 seconds. They're going to add an extra 2 seconds. Gomez with a huge triple. Just his third made field goal of the night.
Looks like Anokpane is going to play defense, and then they're going to switch out Anokpane and Gomez. Gomez does have 3 fouls, so that does make sense.
Combest. Under a minute remaining. Defense, the chant from the Pirate faithful at the Robertson Center. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Combest driving in. Lost it, Toney there. Right place, right time for Jackson Toney. Timeout taken, 35 seconds remaining. Pirates looking for another come-from-behind victory. Back to a 4-point game, 71-67.
So, Kit, what do you do in this situation?
That's the million-dollar question. We're going to see.
Would it have been better to foul? Make them earn the points at the free throw line instead of just giving them an open basket?
On the night, Millsaps, They're 70% from the line. Southwestern just 50%.
But you have an on-the-ground foul, only shooting one free throw, 1-1. Could have made the first one, missed the second one.
I think that may be their best option. They're not going to take it.
Would have made it a 3-point
Gomez
game.
for three, fading, he's fouled. Tony can't believe it.
Wow.
Gomez was fading away, and he is fouled by Jackson Tony, who picks up his fourth. Gomez now to the line to shoot three. Gomez, an 82% free throw shooter. Gomez trying to make it a one-point game. Misses. 71-69. Shot clock turned off. 20 seconds remaining. Timeout taken by Millsaps. .87 seconds left. Majors with the ball in a 2-point lead. Trying to snap a 4-game losing skid. Pirates trying to start a winning streak of their own before they face Rhodes here on Sunday. Dakota Casca to inbound for the Majors. Combest. Gasca fouled with 12 seconds remaining. Gasca 1 of 2 from the line tonight.
Head coach Matt Stryken, the crowd loud over here.
Misses.
He's shooting 2.
You're exactly right. I think everyone else
that's why you got to pay attention to the details. Got 9 fouls. 10 team fouls, double bonus. That means 2 free throws.
There it is.
I mean, 2-point game. Worst case scenario for the Pirates. Majors make the free throw, 3-point game. Just comes down to another last-minute 3.
12-3-2 remaining.
And my guess is they're going to put it in Zach Gomez's hands.
I would be inclined to agree. He's had the hot hand, particularly here at the end of the game.
Neo Franco wouldn't be a bad option either. He's hit a couple threes tonight.
Gasca Makes it a 3-point game. 12 seconds remaining. Gomez. Pirates take a timeout. .81 seconds left. You could cut the tension with a knife. All right, Jordan. Is it Zach Gomez time? We're about to see.
I feel like the Pirates do this to me too often. It's like I'm having an anxiety attack. I think they're still trying to figure out the time on the clock.
Pirates are going to get a little more, 4.43 seconds for this final shot. They need a 3 to tie and send it to overtime.
All right, well, with Anokpane throwing the ball in.
Lewis to Anokpane to tie. Off the side of the iron, and that's going to do it. The Majors survive. 72-69, Millsaps holding on for the win.
That, to me, was a different second-half Millsaps team. That wasn't a team that gave up or just stopped playing the second half like they have been in a couple past games. And that wasn't a comeback Pirates team from the looks of it up here. I feel like there wasn't really much to come back from.
Well, a tough loss to the Pirates. It'll move them to 10-11 overall. 4-6 in conference. The win moves Millsaps to 12-8 overall. More importantly, 3-6 in conference play. That'll do it for us. Huge thanks to Jordan for joining me. Very much appreciate it.
And ESPN for showing up and carrying their table out. Thank
Absolutely.
you so much, y'all.
The final from the Robertson Center, Millsaps 72, Southwestern 69. We'll see you on Sunday.